So nice.
Boom.
Boom! Oh my gosh. How you doing, Beer Fart? How you doing, man? 21 months of being here. Sorry, I am struggling to open up this little box right now, so give me one moment. Is this not the most handsome man on Twitch? Scotty, please. Simon's trying to get the QB75 to run on stream right now. Do you have a JSON for him? Oh, that is a great question. Let me see if I do. Hold on. What is it? Erig's is the guy who ran it, and then JSON. I don't know if I have one though. I don't think I needed a JSON file. Oh, is he just trying to change things? No, I don't have anything. Not that I know of anyways. Maybe I got sent one, but I just don't. I have a vial. Oh, I have a. Okay, I have something for the Alice. I do not have something for the 75. And it's for vial. Oh, tell him to use vial. Maybe vial works for him right now. Yeah, I don't have one for the 75. I seem to only have the file for the Alice. Oinky doinks.
Love the streams, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Schmexy, thank you so much for the tier 1 as well, dude. And Dal, thank you so much for the tier 1, man, for 11 months. Dude, why is it always late when you start streaming? Was I late today? Oh, you mean like late in the day? I think I was late by 2 minutes. But, I mean, it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock's not that late. It's not that bad. It's not that terrible today. I wanted to actually get, I totally blanked. I thought I was streaming at 7 today, but. So nice.
Damn, almost a year.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, guys. Gurn, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s. God damn. Ivan, message me. I have it all ready to ship out for you, so whenever you want. Oh wait, actually no. I need to take one photo of it. It's literally in a package right over there. I was gonna take one photo of it with no keycaps on. Maybe I'll put the keycaps back on really quick because I do want to make a YouTube video out of it, but literally it's ready to go, Ivan. So just message me with your return address and stuff like that. But it's literally ready to go. It was ready yesterday night. Got you. Love you, Ivan. Thanks, man. Miss you, homie. Banana. What's up, dude? Keep doing. Thank you so much for the bits. Gurn, thank you again for the 5 tier 1s, man. But yeah, I wanted to get a haircut today. I wanted to like fix this. I don't like what's going on here. I wanted to shave. But yeah, I don't know. Today was a weird one, man. I woke up and I did stay up a little bit last night because I really wanted to play some games. I feel like a little bit, not overworked per se, but just like I just wanted to play some video games. And then I ended up staying till like 3 a.m. So I ended up, it was very, I don't know, waking up this morning felt like the longest like drag ever. But I still woke up, I still did my stuff, and then time was kind of escaping me this morning, just a smidge. Revenge bedtime procrastination. That's kind of what I was doing, to be honest. I was playing 7 Days to Die with some friends, so we all kind of got really into it. What Deathmat is this? It's from Kinetic Labs. It's the new Attack on Titan ones. Actually, I've been really liking this one. Notice the pimple? Brother, which one? I got a lot, okay? Which one you noticing today? Which one you noticing? I got a lot. It tends to happen with skin, you know? Alex, random question, but any tips for getting super stuck switches out of a hot swap PCB? Ooh. Fuck, see, that's a tough one. Because sometimes it is a little tricky to get the switches out of the really tight plates. Is it more so the plate that's causing you issues, you think? Or is it more so the PCB? If it is the plate, which you can do, like you obviously want to make sure those two little clips on the switch you press inwards on the top and bottom. But if you are, like if those are being pressed in and it's still not coming out, you can, if you see it's like just a smidge out and the clips are still out, try to grab it, here, I'm gonna show you from this angle. Oh, Jesus Christ. Instead of grabbing it vertically like you normally would, try to grab the sides because they're a little bit easier to grab if the clips are unclipped and then pull up. Unfortunately though, dude, I've had things where it's just like way too tight. Yeah, I've had plates where I've just scratched my own keyboards because they're just like, it's just not having it, you know? So I get that, dude. Nothing you can do in some cases. Alex hit puberty. Yeah, I don't know, man. I get pimples, so it just happens, you know? Sometimes it's just what you eat. We had pizza yesterday, so we got some sourdough pizza, and dude, my stomach is not enjoying that today. So I think that's the first and last time I probably get that. It was delicious, but my stomach is just not having it at all. Like, it's just not. So I'm just not gonna, I don't know. That was a first and last time thing. Sourdough pizza? Yeah, we went to a place and we tried it, but where'd you find sourdough pizza? Clownfish? Thank you. We journeyed to this place called Slow Hand. Pretty good pizza. A little expensive. We didn't realize that until we got there, how expensive it was. And then we got a few slices to try, and everyone pretty much was like, yeah, my stomach is just not having this. It seems to be like, the pizza was great. Like, it was really, really, really good. But yeah, it was the sourdough portion, I think, maybe the bread portion of it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I think the deep dish style pizza is just not for me. I think it is truly just, I prefer a thin crust that's well cooked. I don't know, man. You know, maybe it's not so much that my stomach was hurting, because it wasn't hurting, Lane. It was just like reacting. You know what I mean? Like a lot of gurgling and stuff like that. Like, it was a lot of activity. You know what I mean? So maybe it was more so that. But yeah, I don't know, deep dishes for me. I think I'm more of a standard thin crust kind of guy. So, just tuned in. Hope everything is breezy. Oh, dude, Dean, I hope you're having a good one, man. Clownfish, thank you again. Oh, by the way, actually, I have way too many things in my head right now. I guess I'll just kind of do one thing at a time. We're giving away this today. This is today's 50 sub goal. It's an AL6 in bright pink. So this is the goal today for the giveaway. Today I wanted to make it a little special, and I was going through some boards, and I was like, dude, this is a sick one. So this is today's little giveaway type thing. That is a bright pink for sure. It is a hot pink, dude. It was my hottest pink keyboard. And I was like, you know what? Let's give this one here away today. Contrast, thank you so much for the Prime.
Who?
Who? You? Looks fuchsia? I mean, it could be considered that, I guess. My fiance hates calzones, so I offered to make pizza hot pockets one evening. She agreed. I asked if I could make one big one for each of us, and she agreed. The payoff on serving was worth the slaps. How big did you make it? I'm so curious right now. I'm so curious. I mean, you know what though, Disguised? I get why some people don't like calzones. I get it. Sometimes I feel like calzones are just a lot. Gav, no, I don't do only sub. Actually, I don't think anyone is allowed to ever do sub only, just as like a thing for everyone here. It's considered gambling if you do sub only, because you're making people pay to play. So this is for everyone. It is not sub only. Calzones are awesome. I mean, I don't mind them, but it's not an everyday thing. He'll just give you extra board kisses if you sub. Yeah, you'll get 2 extra kisses if you on your keyboard if you sub. Ham calzones are top tier. Now I'm hungry. I'm like okay right now. I had a small little lunch. I don't know. That pizza is still sitting in my gut right now. It was good, just not my thing. I don't know. Like I said though, today I've lost track of time today. I meant to do so many other things. I wanted to like shower. I wanted to like, I don't know, cut my hair. I wanted to shave, but today's been a clusterfuck of time. Excuse my language. So with that being said, how are you guys doing today? How is what's today? Wednesday? How is everyone's Wednesday treating them? Out of curiosity. I hope everyone's having a good one. Doing better today? Alpha, what's up, man? Got a little treat for you coming in soon, too. Hey, Alex, just wanted to say thank you for making my workdays enjoyable when you stream. I hope you have a great day. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What's your favorite food? I don't know. This is tough. Like, I love a good burger, but I think there's a lot of food in which I really enjoy. I'm kind of simple, but I mean, dude, there's a lot. Ruffles, original. Hello, it's my first time in the stream. I love your content. Watch all your videos for a while now. Keep it going, man. Excellent content. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mesh. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've tried a lot of Asian foods. Clownfish, thank you for the sub. Thank you.
Clownfish_og gifted a
Carissa,
tier
any
1
in
sub to
particular you would
Rio
recommend?
Echo. They have given 132 gift subs in the channel.
So, okay, someone just said lasagna. I'm weird with lasagna because I like lasagna a lot, but it has to be done a certain way or I cannot stand it. And I personally think it's really easy to make a bad lasagna. Like, I think that does take some practice. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me here. Maybe I'm in the minority here. Yeah, like, I don't know. When you have a bad lasagna, it's just not fun. Dude, croffle tastes so good with caramel ice cream. Dude, those croffle things are delicious. My mouth is watering thinking about those. Literally watering right now, dude. So nice.
Man who only eats original chips has food take think egg JK. Love you.
Thank you, Saker. Appreciate you, man. Lasagna is a commitment. It kind of is. Costco has a really good frozen lasagna. Okay, if you guys live in Toronto, actually, I don't know if there's Farm Boy in other places. Farm Boy has a pretty good frozen lasagna too.
My mouth is watering
and it's
thinking
like
about you.
$12 on sale, and it's pretty big. It can feed like 3 or 4 people. Mdrot, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. I know, my mouth's watering thinking of food and you know, like just keyboards, I guess. Thanks, man. Water, thank you so much. Paul, thank you so much for the prime as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Buffalo chicken and macaroni cheese. See, okay, maybe hate me if I'm wrong here. I also think macaroni is really easy to screw up as well. And you can just make really bad macaroni. Like, it's not one of those foods where, like, if it's made bad, it's still good type thing. You know? I had an orange veggie curry and my mouth hurts from all the tang and spiciness. Oh, dude. Yeah, what did I have spicy the other day? I had something that I didn't realize was spicy and I paid for it afterwards. Did Jeff reach out about a possible build stream for an upcoming board? Like right now? I don't, maybe he did? I don't think he did. I have to double check now, Snick Rep. I don't remember now. Anything pasta related is pretty easy to mess up. Okay, here's a good question for you guys, and then we'll kind of get into the meat and potatoes of this board. What is the most ripped off you've ever felt at a restaurant? I have a good story for you guys, but what's the most like ripped off you've ever felt at a restaurant? Like you ordered something, even if it wasn't expensive, just like, you're like, damn, what is this? And I can tell you guys right away, I'll tell you guys my quick story. We went to a spaghetti place in Toronto, and the options for this spaghetti were so basic. So nice. Thank you, Cloud. Appreciate the prime. Like, they were incredibly basic options. Like, I was hoping for something a bit more fancy, but they had like spaghetti and meatball. They had browned butter spaghetti. And then they had like 2 or 3 more extremely basic options with just, it was like tomato sauce and cheese. And I'm just like, what is this? And they were charging like $20 a plate. Mind you, it came with a dessert, but like, I don't know, man. That, to me, that's still expensive. So I ordered the brown butter spaghetti because, I don't know, spaghetti and meatballs, like, it didn't look appetizing from the pictures. Dude, it was so basic. My girlfriend got the spaghetti and meatballs, and she even said it was not that great. But, like, everyone hyped up this place. And now I was like, I am never coming here again. For how much? I mean, dude, it was like a pretty simple looking plate of spaghetti. Like, it wasn't much. But yeah, that was like the one time. We don't go out for our food very often, but we went there last year. And that was the most ripped off I've ever felt. A group of friends went into a steakhouse in London. 20 of us sat down, 20 of us waited 10 minutes, but wasn't served. Empty place. We saw the high auto tip notice. All 20 of us departed and went somewhere else. Oh, like the automatic tips that they kind of put in there. Dude, not for nothing. I don't mean to spark a debate about this, but like, I don't know. Tips are earned in any service work that you do. Hey Alex, I don't have much time. Toby, just wanted to pop in and say hi. Love you, Toby. Hope you're having a great day. I feel like that will be my experience when I go to a certain coffee shop where the average price is $30 a cup? What the? Did you go to one that was $30 a cup? What the First day of senior year? Toby, are you excited? This is the Dune. I'm still like loving this board right now, and I haven't swapped off of it. To be clear, this is in the UK where tipping isn't really a sorry at $30 a cup. Darn. I need to know what is this $30 coffee. I ordered a spicy chicken sandwich, and instead of the spicy mayo mix, somebody squirted an entire bottle of ranch. To this day, that's the fuck you sandwich. Dude, that does not sound appetizing. At all. Not even one stinking bit, dude. The cup better be a 5-gallon bucket for $30. But I know of one, and I have to go at least once so I can validate the thought. Oh, so you know of it. You haven't gone yet. Alpha, I would love to see photos of what you get. Way too lucky. What's up, dude? He's still loving the Dune, but I'm still loving Alex. Latrish, thank you. Okay, so today we're doing the Void. I don't know what color I got. In fact, I haven't even opened this box yet. But I did prepare some Gatoron deeping switches. I got another batch of these, and quite frankly, like, I don't mind them, but I don't care to get them pre-lubed. So I got them dry this time because the pre-lubed ones suck. And I'm going to be very honest and tell you that I think Gatoron right now has to be one of the most notoriously mixed bag lubing companies, or companies that make pre-lube switches. They are so... I lube them myself. But yeah, they're pretty... This is short travel. They're such a mixed bag, dude. I don't really care for Gatoron factory lube. It is just not my thing. So nice. Kimchi Queen, thank you so much for the Prime for 7 months. Appreciate you. Oh, my camera's not liking this. Okay. So this is an interesting board. This has been something that's been on my radar. Specifically, I think the polycarbonate one is really nice. But they also come in some different versions, like all aluminum. They also have a stainless and copper kit. Do they overlube them? Dude, Gatoron's notorious for overlubing, or sometimes no lube at all. It's like I said, total mixed bag. This is sent to me by Click Clack. So full disclosure, they sent this to me. They usually let me keep the boards. I'm assuming this one here is gonna be left for me to keep. We'll probably give it away. Not gonna change what I think. Never has, never will. Now the board starts at $280 roughly. And it looks like it can get pretty expensive if you go with all the bells and whistles. So if I'm looking at this correctly, we can get this priced out in here. You know what? I'll share my screen as well, because it can get pretty pricey. We can get this priced out if we go with, let's just go with the E-white coating. I mean, the plates aren't that bad, but I mean, let's just pretend we want to go with aluminum. Let's pretend we want to go with hot swap, and that's it. It can go to let's just do all the expensive. $434 being the top end of what you can get this to. I'd be interested to see this in a polycarb. I don't know what we got today, but interesting. It does have a effective front height of, I believe, 22 mil. I don't know what the actual front height is. So like here, normally we go standard, what's it called? Front heights. We don't measure the effective just because I feel like it's not, we usually just do the other option here, but it doesn't seem to be very high. The design of it looks really nice. It is a dual mounted keyboard as well, which is cool. So there's some other options you can see here too. It's interesting. I've heard that the polycarbonate version, if we get one today, we can take a look, but if not, I've heard that it's missing the threaded inserts. They already said they're going to be putting them in, so we're not going to harp on that, nor are we going to talk about it very much. Dual mounting, as you guys can see. Press the explode button. Which one? Oh, this one? Oh, cool. Neat animation. So 1, 2, so 2 pieces of a weight over here. All right, so it's like a 4-piece kit. Not bad if you go with the all aluminum version. But yeah, comes with a whole bunch of stuff, different layouts for the solder PCB. I don't know which one we got today. 1.6 mil PCB, which is great. Pretty standard, everything else. Excited to see what this is gonna be today. Click Clack is one of the vendors. There's lots of great vendors for this time around. I think some of these actually I don't even have on my list, so I'll probably add a few. Like I've never even heard of this one here, but yeah, some decent vendors for this too. So excited to see this one here today. Now we're also, Click Clack has asked us, they said, hey, we fixed the top to that IF keyboard. Can you take a look at it today? So we're going to attempt to take a look at it today. They sent us over a new top piece that should fit in nicely. I'm going to say this right now. I'm still, you know what, actually, no, I'll save this bit for later. We'll talk about it afterwards. All right, let's take a look at the keyboard. Let's unbox this. What makes the 1.6 mil PCB particularly good? Do some companies ship thinner? So some are a bit thinner. Some are 1.2. I've even seen people offer 1.0. Thinner PCBs aren't necessarily bad, but thinner PCBs, for me anyways, they tend to not have that same fuller sound profile as a 1.6 mil PCB. And that's really what it comes down to. O-ring, daughter boards, some push-in feet, some screws. Ooh, this is like a heavier, more heavy-duty screwdriver. Appreciate that. You know, this is something that's nice to have too. I don't know if it's supposed to come with 2 or this is just my unit, but it's nice to get like, I can never say no to microfiber cloths, so I'm always here for that. We have a PCB. Looks like they gave us solderable today, which is awesome. Oh, they sent us a hot swap version too. I think I'll do the solder one today though. Okay, we'll take a look at the options for that. I don't think there's anything else up here. Oh, and they sent us every single plate possible. Okay, so we'll take a look at the plates. I think I want to use aluminum today. And what color did I get? I think like everybody got polycarbonate units, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is polycarb as well, but it'd be cool to see something different. Oh, it is something different. Ooh, interesting colors. Red, copper. So this is the stainless steel version then. I mean, probably could tell because the weight of this was crazy heavy. Finally, a non-PC version. I swore everyone got PC versions. So this is kind of refreshing to see this one here. This is quite nice. So stepped internal design, which usually means we get a bit of a lower front height, usually. But this also works great, and I know I've talked about this in the past. This usually works great too, because this will also help diffuse the sound in different ways that a flat bottom doesn't. Daughter board and PC, the JST connector are already installed. I like this. You can see portions of this weight from underneath. Very cool. I like the way this looks a lot on the internals here. We have the forehead and chin with a little bit of a cherry lip on the front with some thinner side bezels. Okay. I like the long cable actually. Refreshing to hear a different sound from this. Did everyone get PC? Like literally everybody? Side profile. I mean, it's sort of a box-on wedge with some styling. I wouldn't say it's exactly like super detailed. But yeah, Okay, nice side profile. I don't mind this at all. I do kind of wish that the Tolbarone weight peeked out a little bit from the side profile so we can kind of see some of the, you know, some different colors and different materials. This is really nice. The back piece over here. This looks pretty cool with the Tolbarone at the bottom. And then we have the bottom over here with the copper. This is quite nice. This looks pretty. Pushing feet, hiding some of the screws. I mean, that's lovely. Love to see that. Let me get a measuring tape because I would like to measure the front height as a non-effective front height with the keycaps installed. So let me just quickly go find where I put my measuring tape. All right, let's measure this thing. It has a superhero look with all that color and detail. Yeah, sorta. We'll measure to the front of the, oh god, my throat is not vibing with me today. We'll measure to the front lip, and then we'll measure past the front lip as well. So the front lip starts at what looks like 15 mil. Oh no, is that 15? Yeah, 15 mil for the front of the cherry lip. And then if we go to the top of the cherry lip, it is 19, about 19 for the front of the cherry, like the bottom of the cherry lip over here. I apologize. I need a little bit of a drink here. Better. It's okay, not bad. Goes from a 15 to a 19. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. The camera's not liking the desk pad, I can already tell you.
Hello, Alex. Hydrate
you
more.
doy. Hydrate more? I think I need to get some more water because I already drank my last thing of water here. All you get is that you are not eligible to make this purchase. Are you on mobile? Maybe that's why. No worries though, Lost. Just hang out today. Alright, cool. $385 though for this particular version. How do I feel about that? Being a 4-piece design, because you get the Tolbarone and the copper. I think that's reasonable for $385. A bit on the higher end for sure, but reasonable. The finish on all this looks really good. The stainless steel, minus all my fingerprints that I put now, is very clean. It's reasonable. I think it's reasonable. We'll open up and figure out how thick everything is afterwards, but it does have weight to it. Like this is no slouch at all. The machining doesn't look too crazy difficult on this, but it's reasonable. Here is the hot swap PCB. So we have barely any options on hot swap. See, this is my problem sometimes with the hot swap PCBs and people designing the hot swap PCBs. You get split backspace, which, listen, I'm trying to make some sense out of this, all right? You get split backspace, which is fine. Fine and dandy, you get split. But then you get one spacebar option. I just don't get it. Like, I feel like this is just a trend I've been seeing with hot swap PCBs. It's just like weird configurations that don't really make a whole lot of sense. And I just don't quite understand why we would get a split backspace with no option for a 7U or actually I don't even know if this is 6 point. You just get fixed everything on the bottom. 7U or bust? Yeah. This might be a 6.25, might be a 7. It looks like actually a 7 now that I look at it closer. But saving grace is we do get a solderable PCB. That's a different color and has all the options you can ask for. Which is a lot nicer. You get literally everything. ISO. Look at this. Swiss cheese. I love that though. Tons of options. Wait, let me look at the layout. Why do I see stabilizer cutouts? Oh. You can put a plus, an enter, and a 0 key over here? Oh, plus additional ISO and cursed layout support. So that's intentional. They called it the cursed layout. I am not even kidding you. On the layout options, the company itself, the designer, called it cursed. Here, let me show you guys what this looks like again. You can do this with the side of your keyboard. All right, you know what? I'm here for that. That's kind of fun. Who on earth would do that? Do you guys want to do... No, that's a lot of stabilizers, guys. I don't got that many stabs left, man. I'm running low. I'm running a little low and they haven't come in yet, okay? I'm running a smidge low, dude. No stab build? Oh, dude. It's tempting, though. It's super tempting. Alex, please hide me. What happened, Ryan? Are you running from someone? Double enter? Ridiculous. It genuinely looks cursed. 4 stabs gathering in one place. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Fuck. Okay, let me think about it. Yeah, I like the solderable PCB way more. If you guys are nervous about soldering, soldering's super easy. But yeah, I do like it way more. Alright, cool. So I guess let's go grab some stabs and let's start doing it. Don't, please. For humanity. Dude, please. This is very polarizing. Which way do we go? Which route? Take stabs from other boards? Okay, let me think about it. Let's just loop some stabs for now. Let me get my stabilizers. Hold on, where did I stick them all? Let's really think this through. Actually, do we need to do clip-ins for this? I think we do, right? Fuck, am I out of clip-ins though? I might be out. Or no, I should have enough. Let me just go find where I put them all. I have just enough. I think I literally have one 7U wire left. I do have one 7U wire. Maybe open a poll. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, okay? / poll. Cursed or no? Yes, no. We're gonna make it 10 minutes long. Start poll. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. If cursed, oh my god, dude. This is a bad idea, dude. The illusion of democracy. Okay, I'll go steal stabs from another board or something. I definitely don't have enough cherry stabs today for this. My refresh of cherry stabs comes in next week. Fuck! 76 people? Alex probably thinking, yes, I can't wait to check out this board. I mean, genuinely excited because it is a nice shape of a board. Like it has a nice overall theme to it. I didn't expect for the curse. I didn't even see the cursed layout because my brain didn't register that. You know what though? I actually am genuinely a smidge shocked. We chose chaos. Yeah, it seems that way. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me do these stabs normal, and then I go steal some screw and stabs off a different PCB. Or I don't even know. I have to figure that out too now. I voted against chaos. Cursed what? Cursed layout. The thing is, this is an O-ring build too, right? So do I have to use cherry clip-ins for the O-ring portion as well on the edges? I think I do, right? Okay. I think I might actually have to just suck it up and use a whole bunch of cherries. Fuck it. I'm doing this for you guys, okay? I don't know if I have any, like, available cherry clippings to go steal from another board, so we will just use these. Do split top? No, that'll be extra cursed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need, what, 3 more wires as well? I don't have Zoot it. Oh my god, dude. Today's cursed. Oh wait, I need wires, not more housings. What a day. What a day, dude. Wait, do I have some clip-ins I can steal? I do, but you know what? I'm not going to steal them. I'll just use these ones. How are you guys doing today, though? Did everyone get good sleep? I really hope everyone got good sleep. I feel like I did stay in bed for an extra few minutes today, but I genuinely got some good sleep. Sleep that I needed. How many stabs are those? Too many. Absolutely too many. Like, clip them all, and then we'll move on with this. Alex being responsible and checking the homie sleep, matters a lot, to be honest. We keeping the stream going as long as possible. Honestly, yeah. Today's one of those days. There won't be a backspace. Do I not have enough stabs for this? I count 6 stabs. 1, 2, 3. No, there's 7. There's 7 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 is what we need, right? 7 total for this layout. Oh boy, now I'm second guessing myself. I have 1 stab too many? 6 is enough? No, because it's... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 stabs. And I think technically you can do 8 if you want to go full right shift too. What the hell is this layout? It's the cursed option of the keyboard. No one's brave enough to do it on stream except for me, I guess. Full right shift, split spacebar. Oh god. Do you think a Mil-Max PCB sounds worse than a normal soldered PCB? Interesting question. I actually think I actually don't think it sounds worse. Mil-Max is usually tight enough compared to Kale sockets where I can actually argue that I don't think the sound is drastically different compared to a normal soldered PCB. Kale sockets can somewhat alter the sound when you have those big sockets on the bottom because it creates a different way that the sound reflects. Does that make any sense? So yeah, sometimes that can change the sound a little bit. So, Banana, what's up, Simon? Simon, did you see this layout? Check this out. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not at the layout portion. This board can get a 0, enter, and a plus. So that's what we're doing today. Right over here on the side of the PCB. That's what we're doing. They call it cursed layout. And, wait, we're doing ISO enter as well? I guess we're doing ISO enter too. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing ISO enter. Fuck it, dude. We're just going full curse. What kind of layout is this? Hi, Simon. How you doing? Hold on, let me get tape. 1 second. Where did I put my tape? Oh, God. Oh, there it is. Hello. How are you guys doing? Where is Simon's wrist rest? Wrist rest. Flamingo wrist rest? What are you guys talking about? QB? What are you guys talking about? I actually don't know what you guys are talking about. Gaslighting you? Yeah, for real. If they provide the options, might as well use them. To be honest, yes. Have you seen Simon's wrist rest? You still have the purple QB wrist rest? Yeah, it's the one I'm sending you soon. I'm sending it this week, Simon. Wait, do I have the purple wrist rest? Yeah. I'm pretty positive I do. Wait, did you not get sent the boards? I was so confused on why I was sending them to you, because it's like a pretty big shipment. It's a gigantic package, Simon. Yeah, I just have to take the keycaps off and I'm putting it in the box. I have everything but the wrist rest? Am I just shipping you the wrist rest then? Because I was told to ship you the whole entire package. Wait, is it just the wrist rest? Oh Lord, please no. Dude, Simon, thank you for saying I have 2 Maxit box. I was literally getting prepped to ship you the whole big box Friday. Because that's what they told me to do. Okay, I will talk to them and... You know what? Fuck it, dude. Do we just ship it? I'll be swimming in QBs? Fuck it, dude. Disaster averted. Yeah, because I was wondering, I'm like, damn, this is a really big package to ship to Simon, man. This is going from Canada to where Simon is. I'm like, this is going to cost a shit ton. Maybe you got his screws? Did you guys... I mean, you guys saw the problems that my purple one had, right? All the scratches it had on it. Mine was in, like, awful condition when I got the things. I don't know if you guys saw. I'm still missing all the build screws for the Alice. Do you want the ones that are in mine? Clownfish, thank you so much for the gift.
Clownfish_og gifted a tier 1 sub to Black Simon. They have given 132 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, dude. Hello, sir. Doing some React web dev. Hi, Charlie. How you doing? You had no proper plate for the Alice. We had we had a bunch of issues. So thank you, Rob. Appreciate it, man. We had missing. We had the plate that was missing, so we got 2 of the same sides for the Alice. We had scratches everywhere on every single piece of gear for the purple one. And then we also were missing, I believe, a daughter board and a cable. So I only have one daughter board for all of this stuff. Or I think it was the daughter board. It was something like that. I was missing a cable of some sort too. So yeah, like a lot of this stuff doesn't work properly. So I don't know. What time is it here? It's 1:48. Yeah, I was missing a bunch of random stuff. And I think what really aligns from the first time I looked at it was, yes, some stuff is better, but like I'm still missing so much stuff in the boxes. And also seeing all the scratches mine came with too. It was a little concerning because I think it's just the stupid big box they're so like dead set on using. It's just stupid. Yeah, sounds like a fun sponsored stream to start with. I can't build this. I mean, that's what happened, remember? We had to pick one of the other things in the box. They're changing the box now? Thank goodness.
Clownfish_og gifted a tier 1 sub to the Manic Geek. They have given 133 gift subs in the channel.
I haven't even posted the video yet because, like, at this point here, I'm kind of just waiting to combine all the videos because I wasn't sure if there was going to be like a round 3 of prototypes. Because if I post that, like, and they change more, I don't want to have to post another video. So I'm just kind of waiting, but I got told now that that's it for the prototypes. So I'm just going to be posting the video of the first time I built it and the second time, which realistically, I'm doing 3 vids. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to do like 3 different videos. Ugh. Okay, well, correction of the, yeah. Because I feel like then it's kind of confusing. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to post the video as it is right now. I think I'm at that point. All right, let's loop some of these things. But yeah, definitely a bit of a mess of a prototype, in my opinion. Send it YOLO. Yeah, I had to do that recently. Oh, this is the wrong loop. I had to do that recently with the board too. The Glitter 65, in which I was very much not impressed with it. Like, the Glitter had a bunch of cool concepts, but nothing was executed properly. And it really reflects in the video. Which was, I mean, it is what it is. What are you supposed to say? The glitter just was not happening very well. Just pull a LTT and put corrections in comments where no one sees it. I mean, I guess could do that technically. Hey, chat now, I'm looking to buy a lighter switch. Oh god, sorry, I have a little bit of gas. Oh, nice.
11 months is like 8,000 hours. Can I have 8,000 smooches?
I'll start with one right now, Banana. I'm looking at the Norwegian site run Mechanist. They don't use grams, but they use PNC. I'm assuming that's still PNC. I would assume there's still grams, no? I don't know what PNC would mean. Maybe I'm going crazy. PNC. Yeah, maybe for progressive, but what would C be? I don't know, actually. That's a great question. I'm not too familiar with that either. Maybe it's going right over my head, and if so, I apologize. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Convince Simon to try the Dune? I heard Mr. Gion got his fingy hurt on the Dune. I was told that Mr. Gion got injured by the Dune. Poor Mr. Gion. Yeah, I don't know what the PNC would mean. Was it not Gion? Someone told me Gion did. Who was it then? 63 pounds, spring sounds like a trip. Pints and cups? Oh my gosh. Oh, I meant like, no, not him. Yeah, I heard he, how you doing? Oh my god, dude. I'm doing great. How about you, Rock? Must have been, oh, I don't even know what that word is. It's the only other way I've seen spring weight represented. I assume that they meant G is just a typo. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of it like that. So since Simon doesn't want that massive box, maybe you could accidentally mess up the address and send it to me instead. You know, just a little oops. They'll never notice. I kid. Well, I'm going to be honest. If Simon only wants the wrist rest, I am going to ask if I can just give away those other boards. I know they're scratched up and damaged, but like, I'd rather just someone else have them and use them because they still function. Mind you, I need a daughter board for one of them, which I can just supply on my own, but I don't have any use for like 3 copies of these boards. And I'd rather someone who deserves, I mean, yeah, I'd rather someone who like wants something and deserves something to have it instead. Alex, were you ever able to find a car that will work out? No, we're still debating whether or not. Like, honestly, way too lucky. I think we're also in this mindset. Well, at least I am. I don't know. We're also in this mindset of like, a car is really expensive right now. Even getting a used car, like the used car market, is extremely expensive right now. And I just don't know if I'm like in the right headspace for that right now. Because I think it would mean a smidge of a lifestyle change. Well, not a smidge. It would be a lifestyle change. And it would have some, probably some benefits. But I also think that there'd be a lot of stuff like with, you know, affording a vehicle like that you'd have to give up. So, Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I'm kind of struggling with right now. It's just like, do I want to do that? Do I want that change, sorta? So, initial cost is the only one of the costs of a car. What? No. You have to do... There are ongoing costs? Well, no, yeah. Like, that's what I'm also talking. Like, you have to do with the first cost, and then insurance, and then you have to pay for gas and maintenance. Sorry, I thought you meant something totally different, Six. I was about to say, what the heck are we talking about here? But yeah, it's, it would be, fuck, I don't even know how much it would be per month, because we really haven't run numbers yet. But, I mean, like, on average, it looks like it would be a few $100 a month, assuming that we can just, like, immediately pay off the car, which we can't. So we have to do, what's it called? Financing or leasing or whatever. Because I don't know if you guys have seen some of the used car market. And I don't know if I want to spend... Because it would be like, what? Minimum? $10,000 to $15,000 for some of these vehicles that have like 100,000 kilometers on them. And I just don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Like, that sounds like a headache waiting to happen. And again, I'm not like a car expert. But even if you want something that's medium use that's used, it looks like it's about $20,000 to $30,000. Which, guys, like... That is a heavy investment. And then, yeah, new is exactly what Six just said. New is like 40 to 50 for a decent vehicle. And I'm like, listen, I'm just not in the right headspace for that right now. We don't use anything right now. We're just kind of walking and doing our thing, so... I've seen GMK Carbon Round 3, correct, yeah. The Toyota Camry is the only way. How much is that right now? E-bike, honestly. Our 2018 Ford Focus only has 37K on the odometer. Every time we take it in for the service, the dealer asks how much we want to sell it. Yeah, they're kind of... The used car market's kind of fucked up right now too, so... Well, the electric vehicles are pretty crazy expensive too. If you can walk or use public transit, I would stick with that. I'm very happy with doing that right now. I agree with you, Six. It cuts down on costs a lot. And then, you know what? Not for nothing. You know, you don't have to pay all that money. You can treat yourself with something nice for the month. That's just kind of the way I look at it too. And I don't mind walking, and I don't mind giving up on some experiences that, you know, you would need a vehicle for. And if you really want to take something, you can just take a taxi or something like that too. Or yeah, you can do car sharing or ride sharing, stuff like that. So for right now, I don't know. It's crazy. Just use car sharing if you really need a car just one time. Yeah, I agree with you, BK. So nice.
Much love.
Finesto, thank you so much. Also, Banana, thank you. Clownfish, Rob, Clownfish again. Thank you guys all so much, guys. I wish we'd have more affordable electric cars in the US. We're dead set against shutting out Chinese electric vehicles. I don't know if Canada is doing the same thing or not, but I mean, most of the ones I've seen are pretty expensive. Mind you, our dollar's really weak right now too, so... Looks like 17K to 23K CAD, which is still a very big purchase. And it's not, again, I personally don't see it as a one-time purchase. You're going to do constant maintenance, constant everything on those things. Canada is spearheading the ban. I don't know much about vehicles, so that's interesting to hear too. That's crazy. Batteries in winter don't mix. That's true too, actually. I don't know. At this point here, I am not 100% on grabbing something. Like, if I do decide, I'm going to take another look at it after the new year. Or at least after winter's done. Maybe I'll take another look at the market for vehicles. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just not really my thing right now. I would advise that a car is not an investment, is a tool. You will never get your money back out of it, and it only makes sense if you're able to make more money with one. Well, that's the thing. And I think, truly, for me anyways, there is nothing I'd get out of it from a business perspective. But it would just help with running errands, and maybe we'd be able to go somewhere for a weekend, and it'd be more of an errand thing, which is not really a priority right now. I don't know. I'm in the same position, been without a car for a year, and it's just not worth spending bread on right now working from home. Exactly. I'm with you there, Kiowa. So, door-to-door keyboard services? Big true. If you can do that, big true. Or if you need a car, that makes sense. Makes sense when not to get one, but what about compromising getting an e-bike for longer journeys? So as much as I like the concept of biking, as someone who lives downtown, lived downtown, and I still have to make journeys into downtown, because I'm not quite in the core of the city anymore, I would not recommend biking in Toronto at all. There is very few places in which bike lanes exist. Everything else, you're kind of just on the same path as vehicles, and yeah, I don't know. It's just not a viable thing to do. Oh man. Yeah, no, Nit, I know it's supposed to be like a business write-off and stuff too, but like it's still an expensive purchase. So even though you could write it off, coming up with the capital to do that in the beginning is a little different. I'm also kind of seriously just considering just approaching people in my neighborhood to build keyboards for them. Lots of relatively affluent young couples who work from home. Hey, you know what, Links? At the very least, you can go talk to people and you can get some good conversations going and see. But yeah, it doesn't hurt, man. Plus, you probably have a lot of fun doing that too. And at the end of the day, even if they say no, you can just get to talk to people. It's good, what do they call it? Networking. Roller skates made from keyboard frames and volume knobs as wheels. Now that would be cool. Yeah, ultimately, to answer your guys' question, it's not really a right now thing. I will admit though, and take this for what it is relieving to hear some of you guys in the same situation as me, because sometimes I feel like because I don't have certain things, and we're all guilty of this, I kind of feel like maybe I'm behind or maybe I missed out on something, or I'm like, you know, am I supposed to have a vehicle? Like, am I supposed to do this? So it is nice kind of hearing some of you guys like same page or thinking the same way, you know what I mean? It's a little relieving. Alex, I spend about $1,000 a month on cars. If you can avoid it, do it. Hey, you know what? That's not something I want. So I feel you there, dude. I absolutely feel you. Wife and I have a car, but man, we live in downtown SF and just walk and take the bus everywhere. How is the bus situation there? Just don't buy anything from the last 20 years. You know, my dream, if I ever... I mean, dude, these are expensive. Some of the older muscle cars are so beautiful, but like, fuck. I don't think I'd ever... I looked at prices of those one time, and oh my god, dude. Crazy. With 300,000 miles on it. Also, parking spot situation is a nightmare where I live. Drive 15 to 30 minutes to look for parking and then walk 15 minutes. Not worth it. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Pain in the buttocks. Let's put this away and let's grab our dielectric. Hold on, guys. Let me actually check one thing. Where's my cell phone? Because I'm actually waiting for... more stab housings to come in, and I'm kind of curious to see if they've arrived or not. One moment. Let me check the... Oh, they did. Okay, can I quickly go grab the extra stab housings? I want to check something. I need to show you guys something funny. Give me one moment. 1 second. I'm so sad. I was duped. It was not what I thought it was. Very, very sad. My cap. I was trying to twist it off. This is really sad. I don't know if you guys know, but every bottle I've had of Loctite, it does this. Fuck it, I'm just gonna rip it off. Yeah, Simon, I'll probably super glue it later. So dumb, dude. So stupid. Whatever. Simon, you'd be proud of me. You know what, Simon? I ordered 500 housings for Cherry in bulk. You'd be super proud, right, Simon? I took a note out of Simon's book, and I was hoping to show him today, but I thought they came in and I was duped. Wrong thing. Those are rookie numbers? That's all I ordered for now. I don't have the space for more than that. But off to a good start. No, I ordered 500 stab housings, like cherry houses for the the stabs, and I ordered like 300 7U wires, and well, I think and I hope the 2U wires come with it. But if not, I have a crap ton of 2U wires somewhere, or I'll order some. But no, dude, they're Cherry stabs are like, they're top tier. Truly, how much did you pay? Here, you want to know how much? I'll tell you how much it was. Let me go find my invoice here. It was not very much. I got them from Mouser because it was cheaper for me in Canada to do it this way. It was 500 units, and I think it's one unit counts as one stab housing. Maybe I'm very wrong, but it was. I could be wrong. Oh, I think that's the stab wires right now. 1 second, guys. But it was not very expensive. 1 second. I think these are it. Hold on, let's see. Holy shit! This is a lot of stab wires. Or stabs. Okay, it doesn't have my address on it, thank goodness. I think I'm good, guys. For a little while now. Yeah, it wasn't that crazy. Hold on, let me tell you guys the exact pricing. This was, I ordered 500, so I don't know if this is 500 separate housings. I don't know, actually. Oh, that is not what I typed in here. It was $174.50. Honestly, pretty good. and then taxes and shipping. That's some good value, right? That's dirt cheap. They were technically at this quantity 35 cents a stab. And again, I don't know if it counts as one housing as 35 cents or, 70 cents per. That's not bad, right? Well, that makes me happy. Good value, guys. We did it. Positive update from me on the KL90. The Anno CNC was able to make a deal with me on some spares they had. Yeah, I heard about the whole KL90 thing. I don't know, man. I don't really want to talk about keyword drama here because, like, it does really nothing. It doesn't remedy anything. But, geez, man. People are shitty. Mouser OP? Yeah. Fantastic. Super happy about that. I need to clean that up, though. I kind of threw the box everywhere. Now I'm regretting buying a few sets of stabies. Don't regret your purchase. Stabies are different from these. Yeah, Simon's also right. People are also good. So kind of... I don't really know the whole like inside out situation with the whole KL90 thing, but obviously some people don't need to be running businesses and have no business running businesses. I get that mistakes happen. It's unfortunate, but I don't know, man. Just obviously shitty, regardless. Yoshi, I found that on their Instagram. People sleep on Gatoron stabs? Aren't GAT stabs kind of expensive? Is dielectric grease bad for your PCB if you're in a hot environment? What's the temperature rating on this? I don't know. I don't know like the max temp for dielectric grease. My friend got some GAT stabs and there was, and I suppose, I think maybe Simon, did they mean, you know what? Simon's correct in this technically. Because I was taking it more as a will it melt and not be good for your PCB. But I guess Simon also comes from a great standpoint too. Does it like ruin your PCB because will it make it short and stuff? But I was more like, will it hold up in heat? That's kind of what I was thinking. But I don't know. Those GAT ink stabs are awful. Here, let's go look at my stab listing. Because I'll tell you guys right now. Where did I put that little stab ranking sheet? Let me go find it. Here, this is my stab ranking sheet and nothing's changed since. Number 1, cherry clip-in stabs. Number 2, the night stabs. The night stabs are, they're a good price point for what you get. Ultimately, I have yet to find anything that can best the cherry clip-ins. I think night stabs are just really easy to use and really easy to kind of just get going. I would put the mode and Duroc literally on the same point because the mode stabs are literally just the same kind of thing as Duroc stabs. I actually like Duroc stabs, and anyone who doesn't like Duroc stabs, like, I don't know, man. Like, I have not ever had a problem with them. You can find them for decently priced too. So those are my number 3. Mode actually comes in at $12 a stab set. Again, nothing compares to cherry clip-ins. The next one I have is the Type Plus X IKB stabs. These would be better for me. Like, I would actually rank these higher if they didn't have a left and right orientation, which confuses people. I like them. They're good. After that is C3 stabs. It's just, for me, I don't know why. I always have a problem finding C3 stabs. So I just don't find them to be as accessible. I like C3 stabs, always have, never had a problem. I do feel like they need a little bit more work to kind of get the housings to sound good. I know people love the wires out of C3. Next on the list, at 7th place, is TXAP. Specifically the Rev 4. I don't really care for TX stabs much. I never have. I think they're really expensive, and they do the same job as Cherry. I just don't care about those stabs. They're not something I need to spend $20+ on. Gateron V2s, expensive for what they are. That's why they're ranked at number 8. Number 9 is the Wuche stabs, the V3 ones. Sort of expensive. Again, they don't do anything inherently special. Number 10 is the V2 stabs from Glorious. These are ranked pretty low because Glorious has really bad everything. However, I have tried a bunch of these GSV2s and client builds. They're not bad. You do need to get extra work. The wires are horrendous on them, though. I mean, that was the V1 stabs, though, the metal washers. The goat stabs. And then number 11 is Stabies. Stabies are insanely expensive for what they are. And don't get me wrong, I understand the whole... There's like a cult following behind Stabies. I get it. But I personally just don't want to spend $24 on a set of stabs. Again, I don't see them doing anything different to me than cherry clip-ins, night stabs, whatever, Duroc. They don't do anything different for me. And again, they have problems. Just like TX stabs, they have problems with binding on tighter plates. So, I haven't tried enough of the stupid stabs to rank them yet, El Pachula. And then dead last, I hate to say it because I think there's a use case for these. It's the QMX stabs. They're dead last for me. I'm not going to rank the ones that inherently don't work. For example, like the goat stabs. Listen, QMX stabs, if you can get them on sale, maybe they're a good deal. But I don't agree with stabilizers that you can't tune after you install the board. So that's just something I fundamentally don't agree with. I prefer there being ways to kind of tweak and mod these things after installation. Because lube settles, for the most part. Sometimes you can somehow get them to stay in one spot, but it still will settle over time, and then you might have to go in and tune them up. Because the housing is completely a closed loop on those toxic. So I get why people like them. I think there is a small amount of people who really enjoy those particular stabs, but they're just not for me. And it's unfortunate because I think they have a cool concept, but... I mean, I've done it with BDZ as well, but not everyone's going to go and buy BDZ. And I think as a whole, if it only works with one lubricant, then it might be a little bit flawed. Holy fuck, this is going to be so weird. Anyways, that's my stab ranking guide. But ultimately, nothing compares to the value you just get out of spending money on cherry clip-ins. We're doing ISO on this? You guys want an ISO? What do we do here? What the fuck? Am I getting messages here? So many messages. What the hell is this stab placement? This is called the cursed layout you can do on this board, and you guys voted to do it, so. Are we doing split backspace on this? Nah, you know what? I want to do normal backspace on this. Let's do split right. Let's do regular back. No. I think that we need to do regular back. At least that way there I can see how the backspace sounds. No? You got a giant bag of stabs. You can also do a full shift? Nuh-uh. Absolutely not. Nuh-uh. Alright, let's put this together now. Let's put our switches on. Again, little mini review / rant. Gateron, I love their switches. They have some really great switches. Oh, let's use the aluminum plate as well. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Did my thing just... My music just stopped because it switched to my phone for the music. Why did it do that? Only God knows. You're in Canada? Stabs from Mouse are even cheaper here. I can grab 100 for $20 plus $8 shipping. Yeah. if you're in Canada and you guys want really cheap bulk sets of stabs, mind you, they don't have 7U wires. You need to source your 7U wires from somewhere else. But yeah, you can get them for pretty cheap. Which plate is which, I wonder? I don't know, let's open them all up. This is FR4. FR4 is like speed running to become one of my least favorite plate materials now. This is carbon fiber. No thank you. Aluminum. Oh, this spacebar stab. My bad. Totally forgot to put this on. My mistake. I got distracted by the 20 other stabs. It's just, I find lately, maybe it's the way boards have been designed lately. It's just becoming a plate material it just sounds so thin on a lot of boards these days. And really just hasn't been doing me any sort of favors. You know, I'm surprised it didn't come with like a foam kit or something like that too. You know, small rant. I don't understand why companies leave these on. I've heard the argument that it protects the PCB, but I truly don't think so. I've said this for ages though. Because now I have to get FR4 dust everywhere. The dust is really tasty. Alrighty. What even is this layout? So this keyboard, this is the Void65. To kind of catch up some people on this, it comes with a whole bunch of different ways you can build this thing. The solderable PCB anyways. They have something called the cursed layout. And originally, I was just going to build this regular schmegular. But you know what? You guys really wanted the cursed layout. So, we decided to go with the cursed layout. Now, the nice thing about this is we can still get a good idea of what this keyboard's going to sound like, which is fantastic. But we also get to take a look at this ridiculous layout that they made for this board too. So, you know what? I'm here for it. We're doing ISO spacebar today, by popular demand. Could I achieve a Nixie sound profile with GAT clear tops? The answer is I don't think so. I think Nixies have a different sound profile to them. I think Cherry just tends to have a little bit more of that natural kind of scratch that you would achieve with using Cherry housings. I think it's a smidge different. Should have done 2.75U right. No, that would have been a clusterfuck of stuff there. Let's do like this. This looks better. You will really find out how right modifiers sound. Yeah. I hope the O-ring works with this. Can we just acknowledge the PCB color is gorgeous? Yeah, it's a nice PCB color. I don't mind it. Chant with me one more stab. This is Zany. Zany, did you change your name? Wait, what happened? Never mind, Zany's right there. Do you need short left shift for ISO? You don't have to use short left shift. Wait, Scotter, we're doing hella cursed today though. Nothing of this makes sense. But no, you don't need it. But I will I will leave it like this. We're doing super cursed today. This is the most cursed I've ever seen. Oh, this keyboard is zany. I'm not zany. Oh, you're saying like kind of wild. That's what you mean. Short left shift for proper ISO is a must. It's okay. I know that it's usually proper to do short right or short left, which is why I've criticized, what was it? A few days ago we did a board where it had ISO spacebar or ISO enter, but no left shift being split. But today we're doing extra cursed. Didn't someone make a board with all ISO enters? Sounds like something Simon would do. I'm getting a Kohaku next month and deciding whether I get a Bauer light for rotation. My opinion is do whatever you think you want to do. Whatever, I'm gonna get that later. Get whatever board you want to do and make yourself feel like good. I think the Bauer light is excellent in a small rotation of keyboards. It's light enough that, you know, I use one for gaming and I like it a lot for playing video games right now. But I also have been using one to kind of like diagnose things. Like if a friend needs help with a computer, I can just bring that board, put it inside like a backpack. It's really light. So I've been really liking it for that aspect too. Maybe it's just me. Get a Kohaku for a while and get a Kohaku, enjoy it for a while, then think about what you want next afterwards. Yeah, tends how it works anyways. Opinion on Kikobo keycaps. Do they tend to sound similar with GMK keycaps? I would say yes and no. They have a smidge of a different sound profile, especially on the spacebar. Yeah, it's a smidge different. It's close. It's like 90% of the way there. Since you buy stabs in bulk, do you buy MX Nixies in bulk? I was sent a whole pack of Nixies in bulk one time, but I don't really buy switches in bulk anymore. Because you know why? I tend to use them once or twice, then I kind of feel like I'm overdoing it. And I am limited on space. The only thing I truly need all the time is stabilizers. No, the Arc I kind of moved over. The Arc I'm no longer truly gaming on. Oh, I totally forgot. We are doing a giveaway at 50 subs, by the way. We're giving away the AL6 and this hot pink at 50 subs. I just remembered we're still doing those things. We're doing a giveaway every day we stream for the month of September. How's it going? Been busy, but hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing super well. Life's been good. I can't complain. You have your ups, you have your downs. It's just how you kind of manage that road. Lately, I don't know. I feel like it's been a lot of good stuff happening, and I'm very appreciative of all the good stuff that I'm hoping stays good. I'm very thankful for the people in the world, you know, that can maintain like this wonderful community that we've kind of put together. So it's great. So far, I'm happy. Hope Simon wins the giveaway. Nothing makes him happier than having more keys. Is that true? Is Simon really happy having an excess amount of keyboards? GMK Alter for $100. Damn. How much does that normally go for? Okay, I don't love the way this is seated. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure this is all seated nice here. How's my... Oh, someone asked me how's my finger, by the way, and it's a lot better. I don't really want to show you guys because it is kind of like... It's not super bruised, and I managed to clean out a lot of like the gunk, but it does have a smidge of bruising along the edge. You can kind of see. But yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, overall it's way better today. It still hurts when I put a lot of pressure, which is why I just thought of it when I did this. But yeah, it's not as bad as it was the other day. The other day it was in pain, dude. It was on fire. Okay, let's get this soldered in now. Gunky fingernails are the worst. It wasn't so much that it was gunky. It's just I hurt it, and I haven't really been able to like clean out how I hurt it. So I did it this morning. Swollen for 5 days. Oh, you got your hand stuck in a car door? Ay, ay, ay. What happened to your finger? Stupid story, but basically I was trying to open something and my finger slipped, and the thing I was trying to open was a wedge, and it wedged in between my fingernail and my finger. So it's not a pretty story. It's not like a feel-good story. Yeah, I feel better. Way too lucky. That sucks. That is probably more painful than what I had to deal with. Ouchies? Dude. I'm telling you, it was big ouchies. Sounds like your fingernail did its job. Special kind of pain. Big true. My typing has been messed up for sure. That'll happen. That'll happen. Alright, let's get some soldering done. Let me get my solder. That would help. God, I love soldering. Feels like I haven't done it in a while. We get a lot of hot swap stuff recently. So it's always nice to get a solderable build. It is indeed fun to solder. But how has everyone else been? I know we talked about it at the beginning, but has everyone else been okay? Everyone healthy? Everyone having a good time? It's the start of September, so I know a lot of people are going like to school and stuff. So I hope that's been good. I'm just happy to be catching one of your early streams. Oh, thank you. Haven't been sleeping well, but otherwise good. How come, Plady? The temperature or something? Or something on your mind? Obviously, you don't have to share if you don't want to. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. Just keep waking up at like 4? Huh. Only recently, though? Would be nice. It will be a nice 45-minute walk to get... Oh, wait, what happened? Just had Chick-fil-A? Ooh. We're picking up a Topper HHKB. So it's a 45-minute walk. That sounds good, though, for you. Get some exercise in, Zany. Love that. Most time you stream, it's 1 a.m. I know. We're doing a lot more daytime streams, though, over the next, like, few weeks. Well, back to normal, anyways, because before I was moving, so I couldn't get daytime stuff in. Been following you in IG. I didn't know you streamed. I just jumped on. What's happening, Yanabuns? I am building a keyboard right now. We're building the Void65 in the most cursed layout imaginable. And now we're just hanging out talking about life. Just hanging out talking. I actually started a new game last night. I started playing that, it's called Peglin. Decided I wanted to give that a little bit of a go. There's one switch I don't like how it went in. Much better. No, not Pegland. Peglin. I just ordered an old 2009 HKB off eBay. Ooh, which one, cousin? I actually have an EC board that I will be covering soon-ish. In the next, like, 30 days. Can you really see some of these are not seated? If you guys want a really good keyboard building tip, always make sure everything's seated nice and flush. If that means you have to kind of push in your switches over and over again, just do it. Pegging is cool, but very random, isn't it? It's so random. I mean, it's a roguelike game. I'm so addicted to roguelike games right now. It's like my bread and butter. I started doing Vampire Survivor again because I haven't played any of the new expansion stuff, and I've been really enjoying that. Where's the new desk from? Hey, you guys like the new desk? It's from, oh goodness. Why am I blanking? Organ Office. Ergon Office. Those Kiki Purple Dawns, would you think they're better on carbon fiber or plateless? Ooh, they would sound great plateless. Carbon fiber depends on the keyboard, though. You thinking about getting some? Oh, is Star Wars Outlaws out? Wait, if it is, I actually might play that tonight. I know it didn't get, like, the most stellar reviews in the world, but I'm still gonna play it. It looks interesting. Oh, it did? Oh, I didn't even realize it came out on the 30th. I'm doing another playthrough of Baldur's Gate? Oh, hell yes, dude. Baldur's Gate is sick. Great game. If you like Ubisoft games like Assassin's Creed, you'll like it. Yeah, I've been told. I'm not the biggest fan of the Ubisoft gameplay loop, but I'll give it a shot. Ubisoft slop disparage. Hold off on Outlaws. Part of the reason why I got mixed reviews are... Oh, there's bugs and performance issues. What's the cost of it right now? Like 80 CAD? Brand new. I know nothing about Toker. I read mixed things about replacing the domes. I think that's like a personal thing. Like, some people really like it, some people don't. In your opinion, what switches would be a good for the TGR? What plate are you going to use? A classic combo for TGR is usually just Cherry, though. Yeah, Cherry Nixies, MX Blacks, one of the usuals. It's Vaza. What the heck, dude? Oh my god. Vaza. I heard there's a giveaway right here. There is. We're giving away this pink AL6. Every day, just so you guys know, every day for the month of September that I stream, we'll have different sub goals, but it's usually the max it'll ever be is 50. But we're giving away a keyboard. I pay for shipping. You guys don't have to worry. It's all functioning. We're giving away this today. Vaza, thank you so fucking much, dude. And it's pink. Yeah, this one's pink. This is a nice one. It has that nice weight on the back over here. The plate is polycarb on this guy here. What plate / switches do you recommend for the... You know, I like the plate that I used. I think it was polycarb, right? Yep. The switches come with it. The stabs I tuned. So this is all for whoever wins. This is... so typically with these, just so everyone understands, like it might be a giveaway board, like a prototype board. Sometimes we give away, but 99% of the times, if it is a prototype board or not, regardless, I have purchased all the switches and stabs. So this is not only me giving away the board, but like the work I've done on the stabs and stuff too, and switches. Let me go get this set up for you guys. Thank you guys so much. I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you guys. Seriously. I love you guys so much. Let's get this giveaway set up here. One moment. We'll run it until the end of when I'm done soldering. And then someone said, made it to your stream. Where do you get your brushes? I get them from this place, Switch Keys. I don't know why, it's just been this particular brand of brush that I love. The thicker brushes for looping stuff, love this. I used to really like the fine brushes for doing things, but dude, these days, just give me these. These are way better for me. Oh, let's turn back this on. Thank you guys. Chat, are you sure it's live? Oh yeah, it's live right now. I see you guys entering tickets. Seriously though, guys, I was talking to some friends today, and I was so proud of our community that we've made. Proud to be open-minded, proud to not jump to conclusions. For the most part, I think everyone's been very, very happy in the Discord, and I hope so. You know, it's been a very popular place for people to hang out and talk keyboards and other hobbies in life. It makes me really happy that I've seen some people create some lifelong friends there. So that's my main goal of doing all of this. Like, it's the keyboards I love, don't get me wrong. I love hands-on building things. I love streaming, but the main thing I wanted to do is create a community where people didn't have to be like fearful to go in and feel like they're being judged or criticized for what they like. As long as it's not hurting anyone else, you know? Is this not the AL6? Pretty positive it's the AL6. Yeah, it's the AL6. I was gonna say, I remember this board like very specifically. It's a 60%. Do you feel like there's a McDonald'sization of keyboards? What do you mean by that, Zwabi? Explain yourself. Where's the trackpad, Mr. Toes? You are back to MX Ergo? Trackpad is sitting right there. You want to know why I'm using the MX Ergo today? Literally a space thing from yesterday. I didn't have enough space when I was doing a bunch of work stuff, and I just kind of needed the mouse. But I don't know, maybe I'm a little indecisive on how much I like the trackpad now. But, I mean, it definitely feels more natural to use this trackpad than it does to use this Ergo mouse. Yeah, I have a trackpad as well. Someone was kind enough to gift me. Yeah, I mean, it's a square, right? At least this, if I need to make like fine movements, I can kind of just do that. But yesterday I had so much shit on my desk that the trackpad, I couldn't fit it. So, boards have been like 9 mounting styles. Oh, I mean, we kind of talked about this, Robbie. My opinion on the state of keyboards, and I said this a while ago, and I don't know if anyone agrees or not. And please, this is my own opinion. I kind of feel like keyboards are gonna... I mean, they already have hit a point where people are kind of done with that. Like, I don't think there's a majority of people who, at least in our part of the community, because I want to preface this whole conversation with one thing, and I'm gonna turn off the soldering things here for a second. We are looking at the keyboard community from a very narrow scope, and I want everyone to kind of understand this. We are looking at it from our scope as, usually, I would assume most people here are a bit more of a hobbyist when it comes to keyboards. There is so many different lenses you can look at to see the keyboard hobby. You can look at it through someone who's just slightly interested in the aesthetics of keyboards. There's regional aspects to this too. Different regions like different things. There's a lot, right? Sometimes, like what happens now is we're seeing a lot of these different communities kind of bleed over into different parts of the niches of keyboards. So we see a lot of like, you know, the 9 mounting styles everywhere and just people experimenting and having fun. I will say this, not every idea has to stick. So I think when people were doing like the 2 or 3 mounting styles, it was cool. We got some different stuff and usually it was done very well. Then people started doing like 3 or 4 and we're all kind of like, this isn't sticking. And then maybe they've pushed it to like 9 and, you know, they've kind of made it feel not so much like intentional. And they kind of just said, well, we're throwing all these things at it, something will stick. And I think a lot of people have been like, yeah, this doesn't work for me. And we've seen it now with like, I've seen some Wuche boards. We've seen it now with not Owl Lab, but the Neo series of keyboards, and the people that were making these like 15 mounting style keyboards, they've seen better responses from their keyboards that kind of execute one thing very well, opposed to becoming a jack of all trades and master of none. And I think that's coming back. And I kind of said this a while ago, that was my thought process on the keyboard hobby. It was, we're going to see, there's always going to be ideas that pop up. Not everything's going to stick. It's going to happen. And I think that's kind of where it's at right now. Good night, cat. Take care. So I think that's kind of what's happening right now. I personally am not the biggest fan of like the 20 different mounting style keyboards. I think, again, when I'm building a keyboard, it's a very personal matter, and I want something that's intentional. I want something that feels like it was built this way, whether or not I like it or not. That's like what I feel like becomes a better project. When something feels more personal, more invested in time, like how to get a mounting style done 100% right. There are some keyboards that excel at this, and there's some that don't. But again, it's all personal preference. And I think the one size fits all kind of glove that keyboards have kind of maybe adapted to try being just clearly isn't working the way it was meant to. I still think it has its audience, but maybe it's not us. Maybe it's not like our... Remember how I said at the beginning, it's important to recognize different lenses and different scopes and different niches of the hobby. Maybe that's not us. And maybe people will realize, okay, if I want to target it to hobbyists, this is not what they want. That's kind of my thought process. I think at the end it'll balance itself out. I don't know. I don't hate it, because I think the moment we become closed-minded to ideas is the moment we kind of fail to create better things, right? So I'm happy to see ideas come and fail. I'm happy to see ideas come and stick. You know, like I'm just happy to see people trying new things. That's all. Not every new thing is going to be the best thing. Having multiple options can lend itself to choice paralysis. I agree with that. I totally agree with that sentiment. However, I think in the keyboard world, choice paralysis is deeper than having 9 mounting styles when you have 9,000 different switches. So I think there's different types of choice paralysis. I totally get that. I could see multi-mounting keyboards as like an introduction for anyone. I think that's what we've kind of all chalked it up to, is like introduction to a hobby. Then they can buy the one that just have different... They can just buy one keyboard and have different options to try. Yeah, and I think that's what we've all kind of chalked it up to. Maybe it's for that particular set of people who are more, new or need an intro. Again, I don't want to generalize that, because someone who's maybe into keyboards for the last 8 years maybe really loves the Wuche board with 9 mounting styles. So, who needs to study when you can watch Alex? Thank you, Sloth. I appreciate you taking the time to voice your opinion. Someone clip this out for when someone asks the same question. Thanks, man. I hope it made sense, and I hope I didn't ramble. Ultimately, though, I think at one point, maybe a few years ago, if you guys want my honest feedback on this, I was probably a bit more closed-minded, and was probably like, no, this is the way. Now, I'm starting to see that there's multiple different facets of our hobby. Especially the last year, like there's so many different facets with so many people doing so many different things that I don't want to be closed-minded. I don't want to be like, well, just because we like something here doesn't mean it doesn't exist elsewhere. I think that's an unhealthy thing to do. And it comes down to a idea that I've kind of presented in the past and kind of lost track of a little bit, which is not everything is going to be meant for us. Sometimes it's going to be for a small subset of people who have been itching for something exactly like that, and sometimes it's going to be en masse for a majority of people. But there are so many fun projects. I think I got all the switches. Yeah, we did. Perfect. You explained your point in a very respectful way. Doubt anyone would challenge you on it. Keck. I feel like people would still challenge me on anything I say. I have been challenged on the weirdest things. I'll give it a week longer and not a ton of views. Which one? Which one, Kevin? Oh, where do I sell my boards? I don't. The odd occasion a personal friend wants something, I'll sell it to them on like the super cheap, or because I don't know, whatever parts I've used in it, for example. But it's rare that I sell. It's very rare that I sell stuff personally, so I don't really have a great concept of where to sell. So, okay, we're gonna end the giveaway now because I did finish soldering the PCB. I'll give you guys like one last chance to enter. This is for the AL.6, the one that's on the desk right here. I hope you guys enjoy this, whoever wins it. Thank you again, guys, for all the subs today. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we're giving away a keyboard every time that I stream for the month of September. Every day that I stream will be a new keyboard giveaway, or just keyboard-related item giveaway. Majority is going to be keyboards. All right, we're going to close it in 5 seconds. I hope someone wins and appreciates it. We're drawing a winner now. Exia, congratulations. Is Exia in chat? They have to say something in the next like minute or two and claim it, because sometimes people just like flake afterwards. There it is, Exia. Exia, do you mind messaging me on Twitch, and I will send you over a form probably tomorrow morning, because I'm getting these shipped out relatively fast. But congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. This is the keyboard. Congrats, congrats. Alrighty. Next up on today's to-do list is putting together the Void. Very demure. Analog Dreams or Vaporwave will look dope on that. Oh yeah, it's going to be a very dreamy looking keyboard. What switches are on those? Like this one? This is Gayron deeping switches. Yeah, the Void's pretty. To go over the Void some more and not lose track of like the real purpose of today's stream, it's the Void65. It's a pretty looking keyboard. I'm kind of glad we're doing the aluminum today and not the polycarbonate. I feel like the only coverage I've seen on this board is strictly PC. Shame the screws got covered up. I know they use such good looking screws too. We got Torx screws for this. I think the screws actually add to the appearance, but you know what? It's fine. At least they did non-adhesive feet, which is already a good move here. Is the giveaways only for subs? No, it's for anybody. I've never done a sub-only giveaway. Oh, there's two different types of screws here. One for the Toblerone and one for the bottom. There appear to be streams with alu configs on the Void. Oh, I haven't checked every stream, but the majority that I've kind of watched is... As someone who lives in a country where the O is pronounced like an E? Oh shit. So is it pronounced totally different then? Oh, I see what they did here. They put screws underneath this too. Okay, I'm not really mad at that. I kind of actually appreciate that more. It probably makes the build easier to assemble. So there's separate screws for the Toblerone weight. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I built a sandglass ergo. Oh shit. Ranch or blue cheese? There's no wrong answer. I don't do dip. I'm sorry, man. I don't really do, like, you're talking about for pizza or something? I don't really do dips or like salad. I just do like, if I'm doing a salad, then the only thing I like is just like a vinaigrette sauce of some sort. But I don't really do dips with pizza or anything like that. I just eat the pizza. Can I say something? If a pizza is in need of dip, it's not a good pizza. Sorry. If you meant for salads, I already don't really give a shit about salads personally. They're not really my thing, but just a very light, like... Actually, there's like a... It's like an orange sauce that I don't mind too. I don't know what the hell it's called. But yeah, there's not many dips that or not many dressings I like for salads either. Talking facts. Doesn't need dip, just choose to eat it with dip. Thousand Island? Maybe it's that one there. I don't know what it is. It's a few times I've seen it and I've tried it and I've liked it. Actually, the weight does seem to be decently thick for the copper portion. You can kind of tell just by looking at the bottom and looking over here. So it does seem to have some heft to the weight here. Okay. And then I guess for mounting styles, you can either do top or O-ring. I think my intention was to do O-ring today. If I wanted to do top, I'd probably pick one of the plastic plates. I'm personally, this is a personal bias, I actually don't really love many boards with top aluminum. There's a few that do it right, and a few that I can really enjoy. Are you a Brussels sprouts guy? Actually, I am. And there's many ways Brussels sprouts can taste good, but there's one way Brussels sprouts do not taste good, which is boiled. Boiled Brussels sprouts are kind of bad. But there are some great ways. Oh, gross, of course you are. Oh my god, dude. There are some great ways you can get Brussels sprouts done. Yeah, you can do it with bacon. I love like air fried Brussels sprouts. Those taste insanely good. There's some great stuff. Oh, now my stomach's growling. Look what you guys are doing, man. Oh, fuck, I'm so hungry now. Crispy Parmesan bacon. Yeah, Brussels sprouts and bacon. Wait, I heard that? Yeah, I'm pretty hungry right now, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lunch too, which is crazy. We talked about food way too much this stream. Alright, O-ring's on. I really hope the O-ring works with the stabs here. Fuck. I really hope it works with the stab. But you know what? This is a great way to check. Maybe we have to go top mount. That's a thick looking O-ring. It's pretty like normal. Shit, I don't know if this will fit super nice, but you know what? Guess we're giving it a go. I feel like this is not gonna close. I almost feel like the O-ring doesn't really work with this cursed layout. Even with clip-ins. Did they say the O-ring works? No, I mean, it's O-ring or top mount. I just realized super cursed layout. Or did this the super cursed layout version of this board? Let me see. Did they say it can work? Because if not, that's inherently like something that doesn't make sense. No, they don't say anything about that. The cursed layout was a gift. You might be able to squeeze it in. Might be able to make this work, but it's going to be extremely tight. It's really over here. This corner with all the stabs is really what's causing the issue. What is this layout? Guys, don't even stress about the layout, man. Just know that you guys wanted it. Yeah, it is a bit tight. I don't know if it'll work. I'll be straight with you guys right now. I'm being honest. I really don't think this is gonna fit. So nice. You know what? Hold on, we're kind of getting it right now. Hold on, I think I got it. I got it. All right, it barely fits. It's extremely tight over here. Mochi and Alu, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you both. Love you. It fits, suck it in. It's like me trying to fit into my dress pants. Cursed layout with cursed assembly. Not overall, like on a real note though, the board so far, cursed layout aside, which I think is actually kind of fun, believe it or not. The cursed layout's obviously optional. So far it's okay, I don't mind it. Build assembly is pretty standard, I'd say. The look of the keyboard I think is really pretty. The quality of the finishings are fantastic. I like torque screws, that works for me. A lot of different options you can pick. Right modifier test should be fun after this experience. I hope they all work. I just hope the aluminum kit will still sound good. Did anyone do aluminum kit? High key, I was kind of hoping we got an aluminum kit today. I really was hoping we got the base model. I didn't actually have a choice in which one I got. MacMerlin did? Did MacMerlin like it? I didn't catch his stream. It starts off at, what was the price point again? Hold on, let me tell you guys the price. It was like $380 for the starting price. Price sim right here. Sorry, $280 for the starting price, $380 for the one that we have right here. So $280 starting, $385 for this one. This statement got me. The cursed layout allows users who don't like arrows to experience the void. I'm here for it, dude. I'm so here for it. What a crazy amount of stabilizers we had to use to get this far. Yeah, Austin. We had someone very generous. Ooh, these are nice feet. These kind of remind me of those scuff feet, but pushing. No, I have not tried the spider. I don't know when or if I'll try the spider. Okay. I want to change out my desk pad. I feel like the desk pad's taken away from the stream a little bit right now. Let me change it out. As much as I like using this right now, I've been really enjoying using the Armored Titan. I feel like it's sort of taking away from our aesthetic today. What should I use? Or should I just leave it? What do you guys think? Keep the desk pad or change it out for something a little bit different? What do you guys think? What do you guys want me to do? Change? Let's use something a bit more minimal, shall we? Just slightly messing with our aesthetic here. So nice.
Let's go. Has it been this long watching Alex and still the loving person on stream?
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. What about no desk pad? It changes the sound too much. This is rather, I mean, it has a little bit of bounce on both sides here, even though it has the O-ring really pressed up against the other one. Okay, let's put some keycaps on this. Thank you, Killswitch. I really appreciate the, what is that, 4 years of being here, man? I really appreciate that, dude. We didn't use Nixies. These are Gatoron deeping switches. Have you checked out Tail's setup video? I know, I'm so jealous about his. Thoughts on when yours is up? I am not done unpacking yet still. Little side note, I thought unpacking would be easy. I was very wrong. It takes a while, especially when you're waiting for things. So, yeah, I thought it would be super easy. It's, it didn't go as fast as I thought it was going to go, so nice. Gotch, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I didn't leave Toronto. Like, I'm still in the city. Well, not the core of the city anymore, but I don't know. I just did not think this would take as long as it did. You know what it is? It's just like now I'm trying to like really not fall into the same things as before, which is like I get messy sometimes. But I mean, it still happens. There's nothing I can actually do about that sometimes. All right. Let's find a keycap set to use. Did you find your unicorn? I actually did. I found it this morning, so no need to worry about it anymore, guys. It was in one of the last boxes. I was gonna surprise you guys with it another day, but since you guys are asking, you know, can we use fundamentals on this? I think fundamentals will look nice. No. X-ray? You know what? There's only one thing that really works for this right now. Truth be told, there's only one thing. It's a cursed layout, dude. Oh wait, do I have numpad stuff for this? I do. Dear Lord, this color combo. You know, high-key, it doesn't actually bother me now. It's actually not as bad as people make it seem. I never thought I'd see the day where that Greg came back onto the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has this board been getting a lot of hype? I feel like it has been getting a bunch of hype. Not cursed enough. Finally, Gregory and Alex unite it. It will now. Well, I don't know what it'll sound like. I'm hyped for this board. I will admit the polycarbonate version is probably the nicest one of all of them, like looks-wise. I think it looks sweet on this board, but... Oh shoot, do I have an ISO keycap for this? Hold on. Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. This layout's crazy, dude. Why are you putting keys in the correct spots? I thought this was supposed to be cursed. Okay, it hasn't reached that level of cursed. Dude, everyone's talking about that big arch burger now. Oh, that thing looks too big of a burger, man. It is just too much. I think they did say that there's going to be threaded inserts in the polycarbonate unit. Which is, I mean, like, it is a major thing in my opinion. A really easy major thing to fix, though. Which is good. It's good that it's, like, easy to kind of get that fixed, because I mean it's just really gluing in some helixes. That's it. Come on, I need to see how did the cursed layout look again. It's just literally the plus over here and stuff. Oh, this is not the O, this is the 0. I am so sorry. My bad. It tasted like a Big Mac with... Oh, you tried it, Rusty? Did it feel like it was bigger than a Big Mac though? The fact that you can even do this layout is insane. You know, high-key, I kind of appreciate it. Like, I know it's silly, but I kind of appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so different that I feel like it's its own unique thing that if you wanted to do something truly silly, you can do it. So I'm kind of here for it. Being a silly goose is always fun. Yeah, true. Big true. Hey Alex, what do you where do you get the boxes you store keycaps in? If you type in !kit, I have them on the Amazon list. The prices for those vary. They used to be such a good deal. I feel like now you kind of have to watch for the prices because they do kind of vary. It should be 2 quarter-pound patties, which I wouldn't know though because I took off a patty and one of the 3 slices. Oh, the actual thing looked massive. Yeah, it did look giant from the pictures. Yeah, it's a lot of food. What the hell is this cursed layout? This is called Void layout. New thing, just came out. Just came out a little bit, you know. Something very new. Hasn't really been done before, you know. What the fuck is the right side of this keyboard, dude? Oh my god. Oh, that's not where she goes. Why is everyone saying cursed layout? You know, you're right. This is not cursed. This is 100% a regular schmegular layout. What are you guys talking about? It's a Canadian layout? What the fuck? What does that even mean, dude? What the fuck? Double enter layout? You gotta do double enter, man. When you're really sure of something, you go like this. I feel like you could fit a large enter key where the function 0 is. Is there an enter key that would fit there? I don't think there is. Because I think this is a different size. Do the alphas wrong? No, we gotta do some uniform. We gotta do like something right about this keyboard, you know? There has to be one thing correct. Waiting for Wendy's Krabby Patty meal to come out. Is that a real thing? Wendy's Krabby Patty meal? Flip the spacebar for extra cursed. Hey, someone with a lot of points should spend points on that. Make the points go to good use instead of hoarding them all. The ISO enter and the numpad enter being right next to each other hurts my head. We had to do the extra cursed layout. Everything about this layout, not the key placement, but the layout is very fun. The most cursed we could possibly get in one keyboard. And I respect it. Oh, I put these in the wrong spot. I guess I need to put the pipe key thingy there. Hold on. Let's go through some stuff here. I totally messed up this. I mean, hey, what am I supposed to do? You guys requested it. That's it. Jesus, this looks interesting. Is it the right? I don't think that's the right one. Now it's ultra cursed. I mean, it's getting there. It truly is getting there. Oh boy. Where's delete? I had it before. And now I lost it. There it is. Perfect. And then I'm missing the number 3. Number 3. Got this guy. Number 3 is right there. Should order a Happy Meal and take pics with it? Yo, high key I might actually. This would be a funny board for that. And then, I guess, what am I putting there for now? What's usually there for ISO? Isn't it usually the pipe key there? Isn't it usually this? Yeah, fuck it, we'll put pipe. The Void has taken on the form of McDonald's. What a layout, dude. Look at this thing. I can see, because we use the O-ring, by the way, like this is such a minor problem. And I don't see people doing this. And I can see it's not 100% aligned on the right side because of how many stabs we put in, and then we tried to O-ring mount it. I do think if you're going to go this layout, it's probably better to just do it top mount it. You can sort of see there's a mini alignment issue. You can kind of see that where we kind of had to force the O-ring into the bottom, it's kind of pushed a smidge to the right. But I mean, the fact that it still assembles like this with this many O-rings, interesting layout. God, there's so many stabilizers. I have to tune so many things. Oh, I left my cabinet open. 1 second. No, the glitter alignment was the worst out of all of them. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Let me actually just tune the spacebar just a smidge before we start doing this. Just because I can feel like it's going to rattle just a little bit here, and I want to get that sorted out before we start it. A bathroom tour? I don't really have like a bathroom worth touring. All right. O-ring version of the Void65. Cursed layout. The cursed of all the layouts. By the way, this is completely optional in case someone's watching this and like, what the fuck is this? It's an optional cursed layout that we decided to go for. Aluminum plate, O-ring mounted. No foam. We're using Gatoron deep-in switches, which I've modded with GS2. No filming, no spring swapping on these. These are the 4mm deepings. I kind of feel like we need to top mount this. It feels very flat overall. Yeah, I feel like we might have to top mount this to give it some more character. I'm thinking what's probably happening here is the amount of O-rings that we've used with this layout that they've given us is... I mean, it sounds fine. It sounds good. I think the feeling of it, I'd rather go with top mount. Yeah. What do you guys think of the sound profile? I'm not as enthusiastic about it, maybe because I'm feeling the O-ring feels too stiff. Let's open it up though. Let's open it up, switch to top mount. See what we think here. I'm actually curious too. I want to take off these feet. Let me see if these feet impact the sound a little bit. Ooh, I like this way better without these feet. Ooh. I need to tune the spacebar just a smidge better too. Hold on, I know we said flip the spacebar, but let me quickly flip it back. Hold on, I do want to just tune this a little bit more. Maybe some GS3 actually. 1 sec, guys, 1 sec. This sounds way better. Like, I feel like this has all the character that was kind of... You know what I mean? I know, I just wanted to test it with the spacebar. It doesn't sound very different with it. I like it better like this with no feet. I don't think this is quiet at all. This is pretty loud. Like, here's me snapping, which is pretty loud. Here's like a mouse click. Damn, it does sound better without the feet, though. I got to admit, it sounds way better without the feet. All right, let's unscrew it. Let's open this up. Let's give it another little look and peek with the top mount done to this. I think the feet might be too thick, because look how thick the feet are. See that? Maybe this would be better with smaller feet. Without the feet, the entire bottom is in contact with the felt mat. Well, yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of a different sound profile because it is in contact like with that. I think maybe what's happening is it's just being raised too much with the feet. Yeah, so the reason why I'm taking a break from the IEMs is just because, honestly, I'm finding they're making me feel a little bit delirious using them. Like when I'm trying to talk and I don't even hear my surroundings because it's so isolated, I'm finding that like I can't have good conversations using them. At least this has like a pass-through that I can listen to, you know? That's why I can't wear them. I normally love them. Like for watching a movie, love it. But yeah, for this, hasn't really been... Oh, Jesus. This is really tight in there. Hasn't really been my vibe recently. All right, let's do top mount on this and see how it feels after we top mount it. I mean, this could be a really good board top mounted as well. Maybe we're just kind of too hard stuck on the O-ring here, but let's see. So overall, it does sound pretty good with the O-ring. I don't hate it. I think it sounds better without the feet, though. It does feel like it's missing a little pizzazz with the O-ring, though, oddly enough. Like, it just feels a bit flat. It feels good. It sounds good, though. It just feels flat and sounds a little bit on the smidge of the flat side. Someone said well-rounded, and I think that's probably a good way to kind of describe this as well. It does have a bit more of a well-rounded kind of sound to it, but maybe not in just the direction that I prefer, if that makes sense. Oh wow, same screw head that we get to use for the top mount here. That is lovely. Obviously we have no mounting points where the spacebar is. Appreciate that. The digital lag with AirPods, I have no lag at all with AirPods. I don't notice anything like that. I used to notice that with my other Bluetooth IEMs, and that would drive me crazy. So that I understand. I think the double enter is the problem with the sound. Is that the biggest thing? Is that what's causing it? I think that maybe the cursed layout is too stuck in the bottom housing with all the... I mean, yeah, it's definitely impacting the O-ring, which is good to see, which means that even though they added it, which, you know, I would assume is a usable thing to use, it does seem to impact the way the O-ring works, which is a really good note to point out. And it's why I think testing is important with things, you know? Now, I think maybe the one thing I would have really enjoyed here is a better way to align the top mount here. You can kind of see, and this bugs me a smidge. See how the plate here? Actually, let me zoom in and just do this. Probably easier if I zoom in. See how there's like a lot of play with the plate? No matter how you do it, there's always going to be a bit of tolerance that you can see. So which is the right way, right? Do we just do it like in between a little bit? These are little things that I feel like can really help the entire build, so you don't have to like align this. Maybe you don't notice it and then open it up again. So just a better way to kind of make sure this is aligned would make more sense. Because right now there's no possible way I can have this aligned perfectly. I guess we'll kind of just go half and half on this side. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Saria, thank you so much. I appreciate the very kind compliment.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Bro, I didn't say you. That's crazy. Probably to ensure the O-ring can sit. Oh, maybe. Maybe that's a really good point too, yeah. Your phone doesn't agree? Yeah, truly. Okay. Small issue at the end of the day, but again, I kind of like pinpointing these really small things that can make or break a build experience. Because at the end of the day, like I have to be also aware that people are spending a lot of money, regardless if it's $100 or $400. And I would like to see the things that people spend their money on. Ooh, interesting. You know, done to the best of its ability. So I think it's important to point out little small issues too, regardless of how small it is or if it's intentional or not. You know, I think obviously in this particular case, it's probably not the best in the long run to have something that can shift around like that. You know what I mean? All right, let's put this back together and see what the top sounds. You know, I actually do have a good feeling about it. As much as I usually don't like aluminum with top mount, maybe this is going to sound really good. Small quality of life things like that go a long way towards the overall experience. I totally agree with you, Corgi. Totally agree. I'll zoom out a smidge here as well. Alrighty, almost done here. We'll put the feet back on too for the top mount. I wonder if the feet are just too thick. Like I'm actually really looking at them now and they are quite bulky. Really, I actually like the weight like this. I maybe would have preferred some more detailing in the weight for sure, but I think this kind of fits the theme of the board. I don't know why. I just really like it like this. I think that might be a personal preference type thing though. Plus, any more detailing in the weight probably would have added some sort of extra cost in machining. Guess I had to compensate something to ensure dual mounting with the O-ring. Yeah, and this is, you know, we talked about this earlier, and this is kind of what I mean sometimes, where like it almost feels like even in some cases double mounting this happens too, where it can feel like a sacrifice to the other mounting style that you do. So that's why I truly think that sometimes these double, triple, even higher, like they don't always work. You know what I mean? They don't, sometimes they take away and they don't lend to the other build experience or mounting style. They'll actually take away from it. Alrighty. Ooh. Alright. The top mount on this with the aluminum does sound a lot better. Has some of that top mount, a little bit of hollowness in some of the top mount areas here, but you know what? This with a polycarbonate plate for top mount would have been really nice. This spacebar you guys made me do is throwing me off. Hold on, I'm gonna just change the spacebar back. Get a better little typing feel here. I bet the enter still sounds better than the enter. We'll see. Which enter are we talking about? Yeah, I like the top mount more. Enter's a bit hollow. Or sorry, the backspace is. Typical top mount though, like the mods don't sound super full. But again, if you were to go with a plastic plate, not the aluminum for your top mount, that usually is solved with plastic plates. The aluminum just adds a bit of that echo-ness. Well, this needs to be tuned a smidge, but it kind of adds to like the echo. Okay, I like it. Let's actually take the feet off for this. And then see what it sounds like with no feet now. The Dune 65 still stands as my Kohaku consolation prize. I like the Dune 65 a lot. Fuck. It sounds better with no feet. Like everything feels like it has like more depth and bass. Even the backspace sounds more full. Okay. I think maybe if the feet were like half as thick, this would be better. Because they do protrude a lot from the keyboard. Let me put one back in to show you guys. Like this is quite a thick foot, as you guys can see. That is rather aggressive how far it sits up. Like maybe not. Maybe I'm just kind of imagining things, but I do feel like this is kind of taken away from some of the experience here. Too much isolation is bad for the board. A little bit, yeah. I need some of that desk thud. All right, well, interesting. I still think the board works. I think it sounds nice. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if it was my favorite sound profile personally. And this is with a switch that, you know, I typically like. Because I like the Gateron deeping switches. Yeah, I can try straight wood. Oh, without the feet? Or here, I'll try with the feet first. Like, I normally like it. I normally like these switches and... Ooh. Oh yeah, this is definitely a keyboard that sounds better without a desk pad. That sounds really good without the desk pad, actually. This kind of like brings back everything. A regular pad? I'm gonna be honest, between this pad and regular, I don't notice much of a difference on most keyboards. But yeah, I'll try a regular desk pad for you guys too. We'll go back to our Attack on Titan one. Ooh. I liked it better without the desk pad, but yeah, definitely a smidge of a different sound profile with this regular pad too. I still like it with no desk pad better. I don't think it has that like energy, that bass. Yeah, it's not as lively on any of the desk pads. I mean, it still doesn't sound bad. I really think now that maybe we should have gone with a plastic plate. Now that we can kind of understand the sound signature of the keyboard a bit. Interesting. Very interesting. A plastic rebuild, a regular build later. I mean, we can do a regular build later for sure. We don't have to do it today. We are going to do that IF keyboard, which was Unfortunately, a bit of a disaster. We're going to take a look at that board right now again. Let me go get it for you guys. One moment. Now, here's the problem. I don't know how I'm taking this off. If you guys remember this board with the toggle switches and thumbprint ID type thing, I really don't know. I feel like I have to kind of destroy this keyboard, unfortunately, to take this off. Because I have tried to take... I tried taking this... Oh, maybe I loosened it up enough. Oh, here we go. This is kind of where I got stuck last time, though. Okay, so to give you guys a brief rundown on what happened with this keyboard here. They've sent over a secondary top. And... to give you guys a brief rundown on what happened, this keyboard essentially assembles in my opinion, a bit of a backwards way. Again, I appreciate something different being done, but there's just a lot about this board that I don't feel like matches a good quality of life assembly. The biggest thing was, the reason what kind of hindered our whole entire assembly was this top piece is E-coated, and they didn't account for the tolerances of the bottom piece being E-coated. And the way this board assembles is you push this piece into place, and it friction fits against these screws. I don't think this changes my thought process on this being not a good way to assemble a keyboard. I still think this holds up as a bit silly. There was supposed to be plastic walls around these screws, but they've deteriorated. Let's try the new top they sent over. I don't know. I really don't know what to think still. Is this the board with the goofy back? It's the board that sits on the X's, yeah. But overall, the Void I think works. I think the Void works for its price point, if you guys want to know. Actually, just to kind of sum up this. What did you guys think? Is this still on your radar to get? It's a pretty board. I'd probably still pick this board up in polycarbonate. The aluminum is a smidge harsh overall. I think this would be a better board in polycarb. It's a pretty looking keyboard. I don't hate it. I think there are some better 65s, in my opinion. Just some 65s that I kind of prefer more right now, sound-wise. But yeah, I don't hate the board. I just kind of wish it had a brighter sound signature, and I'm wondering if maybe the polycarbonate can do that for me. But interesting board nonetheless. I did like the cursed layout though. I think the cursed layout was kind of fun. Alright, so they said this new top piece is supposed to be better. So this is the new top piece they sent. Is it better? It's still very difficult to push in. I can see now, yes, this is a smidge of a better tolerance, but I still think this is ridiculous. No hate to the designer at all. I just don't think this is the ideal way to assemble something at all. Like, this is just, again, my ideology when it comes to keyboards is you want to build it to the most inexperienced person possible. If your idea is to create something really challenging to build, you still want to make sure that someone with inexperience, or just someone who maybe generally is not good at assembling things, who still wants to participate, can build it. That is probably going to be the best project. This whole idea of like having to pry this open and then, you know, I don't even know if it's these screws that need to be adjusted at this point. And I don't know how to adjust them. But it doesn't seem like it wants to sit properly or flush on this keyboard at all. Oh, wrong way here. So at this point here, I'm still not convinced this is a good fix for this board. I'll just really force it in here and see if this will sit properly. Because it's just not. It's not sitting properly at all. Even with this piece here. It's really not sitting properly. I still can't get this bottom piece in. Because it seems like the screws in the corner are just not aligning properly. And you can see right over here too. Like, look at this. You can see the gap gets really small towards the corners, but then bows outwards towards the center, which is an indication that this is not supposed to fit in here. And it looks like it's kind of doing one of these because this is too wide. No, I can't get this in still. So these ones in the center slot in. It's these ones off to the sides that are not slotting in. Because I think these rubber stoppers that they put in have deteriorated from being screwed in. Alright, let me see if I have to back those screws up a bit. And if that's going to pose a whole different problem for me, because if there's a certain level you have to screw these in to make it work versus not work, that's a problem for me. I don't know. This one here is pretty backed out though. Like, there's nothing about this one here that I can, yeah, like these are all pretty backed out. Hold on, just unscrew this entirely. These plastic washers have cracked, broken, so I'm just going to remove this plastic one and then just leave this gasket kind of thing free flowing here. Whatever. Oh. I have chipped the coating pushing this in. Maybe it's because of the screws. No. So like now this doesn't lock into place either. I think this piece is just the wrong size for this because it's still bowing upwards. Look. See how it's being pushed upwards? This is frustrating. I mean, like, oh, there's a fly here. We already know how this keyboard sounds. We already know how this sounds. It sounded okay. But listen, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say, I still find this difficult to recommend. And I think I kind of sit where I sat the first time, and I just don't think this is a project ready to be sold. I've never once said this before, like where it's gotten to a point where I'm just like, hey, I think this needs a redesign. But I can tell you right now, I know what people are looking for in boards. If I got a board where this is not sitting properly and bows in and out, you can see me pushing it in and out over here. This is not flush. It's bowed outwards. I would not be happy with it. And I can tell you this is going to be a disaster. Like, people are going to get this product in and they're going to be like, hey, I am not happy with this. And I think even getting this out now, they give you these little tabs on the side that you got to reach your finger in. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I just can't do this. Like, this is a lot of bowing metal parts and just like pressing on things that shouldn't be pressed on, and like bending things that really shouldn't be bent. And it's just not a good vibe when you're spending, you know, about $300 on a keyboard. So I'm still not convinced about this particular project. I absolutely think that the toggle switches are a lot of fun, and the overall design is not really my style. Was it about 300 or was it about 200? I can't remember the exact price point. It's been a while since we've looked at this. I just was asked to take a look at the new top piece today. I can't remember the price point. But anyways, at any price point, I just don't think this is ready to be sold. It's unfortunate because, again, it has some cool tech implemented into this, but there's still way too many problems with this. And, you know, I was told that it's just me, and I was the one having the problem with it, and other people who got their units in didn't have a problem. But I don't see how they didn't have a problem. And maybe I'm the only one who got an E-coat unit in, and if that's the case, then yes, that's a huge problem. The E-coat doesn't work. So, I don't know, man. I'm not convinced still about this board. Well, I only have the E-coat at 1 to base off of. Regardless, though, I don't agree with the way this assembles. I think a push-fit board like this doesn't make any sense. All right, well, I'll let them know. I feel like there's 1,000 better ways to get this assembled. And this could have been a fun board for someone. But I really, really don't agree with this. Yeah, the PAL PCB needs to be flashed, and I don't have the file for it yet. The PCB still registers. I checked on QMK. I just don't have the hex file for it, unfortunately, VRUG. So yeah, it works. I just don't have the file for it. Sorry. I tried. I gave this its best shot. I really want to like the fun extra things they put in this. I am just not 100% about this. The Windows Hello I didn't test, and the NF, whatever this is, that feature where you tap close to your phone, it barely worked on my iPhone. It took a lot of fiddling with it to kind of even register. The toggle switches were fun. That was fun, but... Only thing Alex gets mad at is when people are telling him his issues are skill issues. Meanwhile, he's streaming. Well, you know what really bothers me about that? I'm fine with doing things wrong. If I do something wrong and I'm told, and I look back and I can be like, yes, reflecting on this, I did this wrong. But when I'm looking at this right now, you know, and I'm told like no other people had this issue, and I'm looking at this, pressing down on this piece of metal, like this, and I have no way of getting this put into place, or at least it's not apparent to me, then it makes me upset, because it makes me go, well, okay, how did no one else have this particular problem and I do? Like, how do I have this particular issue twice? Like, yes, the tolerance on this particular top piece is better, but it still doesn't lock into place. So there is clearly something wrong with this. Yeah, like it makes me feel like I am saying something and not being heard. And I think that's what I'm just like, okay, this is clearly an issue. I can see it. I'm showing everyone this is an issue. So, Because I am very open to saying, like, yeah, I did something wrong. But I don't think I'm doing anything wrong here. Yeah, and I think even this, I don't even know how to pull this up without damaging it. Like, how do you take this off now without killing your fingers? This is not conducive to a good build experience. I think this is it. End of story. It might be a decent sounding keyboard. It might have some fun features. This is not conducive of a good build experience. It's just not. There's nothing like here that I would be like, yes, you're gonna have a lot of fun. This is not a lot of fun to build. And I think at the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. Anyways, I think that's it with this particular board. I think we're gonna call it with this board here. I'll let them know that I'm still having issues with this particular top plate. Maybe it is an E-coating problem, but reminds me of the Iron 180 165. Yeah, and then people told me that I was the issue, that I was too weak to open it, and then it became a widespread issue. I remember that. When everyone tried to tell me that it was a me problem. So overall, both of these are Click-Clack's the vendor of both of these. I have no issue with Click-Clack at all. I think Click-Clack is wonderful. Just so everyone's aware. But the Void65, ultimately a fun project. I actually really like this. Even the curse layout's kind of fun. Sound profile's not 100%, but my cup of tea. I think it's a little off from what I normally like in my personal sound signatures. However, everyone's a little different. Everyone's going to like different things. And I hope everyone's aware of that too. I'm still not a big fan of that IF keyboard. I don't think that's for me. And I really think that needs to take a step back before it's sold. This has, at least the E-coding version, I don't know about the other ones. This has a lot of issues. And I don't think people are going to have a fun time building that keyboard. But Void, I'm all here for it. I think this looks wonderful. Looks great. The Tolbarone, I saw some people say they might not be interested in the Tolbarone, and I do agree. I think maybe they should have extended it out to kind of catch the side profile as well, but it's a nice looking keyboard. I think if you get one, you're probably going to really enjoy it. I'm not going to do a work one, not that I know of anyways, but all right, guys, that's pretty much the stream today. Let's go find someone to raid. I hope everyone had fun today, and today was a good learning experience. You guys made me really hungry. Not gonna lie, I am starving right now. Let's go raid Diego. Diego's about to stream right now. But I hope everyone had fun. Jeez, 3 hours just flew by. Holy smokes. We did do the keyboard giveaway. The AL6 was given away. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I think I'm going to be seeing you guys again tomorrow anyways. So until then, bye everybody and see you later. Bye.